Unit 1 Environment and Ecology 2 marks questions. Question number 1. Define environment, or what do you understand by term environment? Answer. A system contain all biotic and abiotic element that affects human life. The term biotic consists of flora and fauna, and abiotic components include water, air, sunlight, natural forces, etc. Question number 2. What are the types of environment? Answer. Environment is broadly divided into two categories. Geographical environment consists of all components provided by nature such as climate, river, mountain, etc. B. Man-made environment. I. Created by man to regulate and monitor environment after their own benefit. Question number 3. What are the components of environment? Answer. Components of environment mainly consist of two groups. A biotic environment, it includes all the living things such as birds, insects, plants, microorganisms, etc. B. Abiotic environment, it comprises of non-living things such as clouds, dust, water vapor, sand, river, etc. Question number 4. What are the different segments of environment? Answer. There are 4 different segments of environment: A. Atmosphere, B. Hydrosphere, C. Lithosphere, D. Biosphere. Question number 5. Why public awareness is needed for environment? Answer. Public awareness is needed because A. To have positive effect on environmental health. B. To reduce global warming. C. To encourage public for nature conservation and protection. B. Aquatic ecosystem. Ecosystem in different water bodies is known as aquatic ecosystem. Question number 6. Define the term ecosystem, or what is ecosystem? Answer. An ecosystem is a geographical area where plants, animals and other microorganisms, including weather, landscape, exists together. Question number 7. What are the types of ecosystem? Answer. Ecosystem mainly consists of two types. A terrestrial ecosystem, it refers to ecosystem of different land forms such as forest, desert, mountain. Question number 8. What is structure of ecosystem? Answer. It includes the living organism and physical feature of a particular environment, and also provide information regarding climatic condition. Mainly consist of two parts: abiotic structure, B. Abiotic structure. Question number 9. What is food chain, or define food chain? Answer. The sequence of transfer of matter and energy in form of food from organism to organism. Question number 10. Define food web, or what do you understand by food web? Answer. Food web is a natural interconnection of different food chains. It also represents a graphical structure of what eats what in an ecosystem. Question 11. What are different components of the ecosystem? Answer. Different components of ecosystem are productivity, B. Decomposition, C. Energy flow, D. Nutrient cycle. Question number 12. What is ecological pyramid and its types? Answer. The graphical representation of relationship between various living beings at various levels within a food chain. Type of ecological pyramid: A pyramid of numbers, B. Pyramid of biomass, C. Pyramid of energy. Question number 13. What is balanced ecosystem? Answer. A balanced ecosystem represents a sustainable habitat of interdependent biotic and their environment. It displays efficient energy, material cycle, and interconnection between primary producer and predators. Question number 14. What are the factors of balanced ecosystem? Answer. A. Energy and material cycle. B. Predators and prey. C. Humanity's effects. Question number 15. What is sustainable development, or define the term sustainable development? Answer. Sustainable development is development that meet the need of present without compromising an ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Question number 16. A. State some ways to achieve sustainable development. Answer. A. By restricting illegal human activities. B. All type of pollution should be minimized. C. Public awareness. D. Sensible use of natural resources. Question number 17. What are the types of sustainable development? Answer. A. Economic viability. B. Environment protection. C. Social equity. Question number 18. What are environmental impact assessments? EIA. Answer. It is a tool used to identify the environmental, social and economic impact of a project prior to decision making. Section 1 Question number 1. What is environment and type of environment? Answer. Environment refer to an aggregate of conditions or surroundings in which living beings such as human, plants and animals lives with non-living thing exist. Constituents of environment are physical elements such as space, water bodies, so rock and minerals. B. Cultural element economic, social and political condition, which are largely man-made features. C. Biological element include all living things such as plant, animal and microorganisms. Type of environment. A geographical environment. B. Man-made environment. A geographical environment. Natural physical environment. All components provided by nature, also called physical environment. It includes natural resources, soil, mountain, land, water, climate and sunlight, etc. B. Man-made artificial environment. It refers to man in order to regulate and monitor. Because human being can't directly live in geographical conditions, so they created their own environment to survive. Divided into two types: A. Inner environment. B. Outer environment. A. Inner environment related to social regulation, culture, heritage, etc. It is non-material things. B. Outer environment. Human has created on his own using his brain and technology, such as building, home, dam, etc. Question number 2. What are different components of environment? Answer. It means the constituent of environment. Components of environment. Abiotic, biotic, abiotic, air, water, land. Biotic, living organisms. Abiotic, all the non-living things such as air, water and land forms such as mountain, plain, etc. B. Biotic, it consists of all living organisms such as plant, animal, human, insect and other microorganisms such as bacteria, virus, protozoa, etc. Question number 3. Discuss the 4 segments of environment. Answer. Environment consists of 4 segments: atmosphere. B. Hydrosphere. C. Lithosphere. D. Biosphere. Atmosphere, it forms the envelope of the earth containing various gases like methane, heat, O2, etc. Water vapor, suspended liquid and solids. A. It form main source of oxygen for life. B. For photosynthesis. C. It formed the cloud, weather, rain, etc. D. It protects the earth from excessive radiation. It balances the heats. B. Hydrosphere, it consists of glacier, stream, river, lake and other water bodies. Out of total water present on earth, 97% it contained in sea and ocean and 2% as a glacier and 1% as a fresh water. C. Lithosphere, the lithosphere constitutes the solid component of earth. It's sometimes known as geosphere, belong to part of earth where organic matter, metal, road, soil, etc. exist. The biosphere, biosphere is the region of earth where life can exist and grow. It is also known as ecosphere. Biosphere, atmosphere, air, lithosphere, earth, hydrosphere, water. Question number 4. Discuss about public awareness for environment. Answer. Since our environment is getting degraded due to human activities, we need to do something about it to improve it. Hence, public awareness is needed to create through print and digital media. Objective of public awareness: a conservation of nature and natural resources for betterment of society. B. Protection of various ecosystems for ecological balance. C. Adoption of appropriate means to solve existing environmental problem. Propagating public awareness: environmental education should be introduced in school and colleges. B. Spread of awareness through print and digital media. C. Through entertainment, folk song, street play, etc. The government and NGO can work together to carry out public awareness program. E. Climate change, loss of diversity, ozone layer depletion, illegal trade of endangered species should be discussed. Question number 5. What is ecosystem? Discuss about type of ecosystem. Answer. An ecosystem consisting is a system consisting of biotic and abiotic component that function together. The biotic component includes all the living thing. Abiotic component are the non-living things. The broad category of the biotic ecosystem is mainly two types: A. Terrestrial, B. Aquatic. A terrestrial ecosystem. The terrestrial ecosystem is a land-based population of species include biotic and abiotic interaction of a specific area. The temperature range, average quantity of precipitation, soil type, and amount of light of received help to determine type of terrestrial ecosystem. Type of terrestrial ecosystem: A. Desert, B. Forest, C. Grassland, D. Taiga, E. Tundra. B. Aquatic or water ecosystem. An aquatic ecosystem includes group of interacting organisms which are dependent on one another and water environment for nutrient and shelter. This includes freshwater habitats like lakes, pond, ocean, river, swamp, etc. Question number 6. Explain about structure of ecosystem. Answer. The structure of ecosystem is characterized by organization of both biotic and abiotic component. One cent. It also include the climate condition of that particular environment. To nd. It is mainly divided into two parts: a biotic component, B. Abiotic component. Biotic and abiotic other components both are related to each other. Ecosystem: abiotic, biotic, or biotic, producer, consumer, decomposers, or consumer, primary consumer, second consumer, tertiary consumer. Abiotic components, it refers to all the living life in an ecosystem such as plant, animals, microorganisms, etc. It is mainly further divided in three categories. A producer, it include plant because they can produce their own food through process of photosynthesis. B. Consumer, that depends on other organisms for their food. C. Decomposer, include bacteria and fungi. They directly derive their food from dead and decaying organic matter. B. Abiotic components. Abiotic components include all the non-living component of ecosystem, such as water, air, land, temperature, etc. Question number 7. Explain the biotic component of ecosystem in detail. What are the functions of ecosystem? Answer. The biotic component includes the plant, animal, i.e. total living being. Biotic component can be classified mainly into groups. First, the autotrophs producer. Second, the heterotrophs consumer. First, the autotrophs producer, they have the ability to make their own food such as plant and certain bacteria. Second, the heterotrophs, they can produce their own food and depend on autotrophs for their food. Heterotrophs include two main group. First, consumer, feed on living tissues, plant, animal. Second, decomposer, feed on dead and decaying matter. A consumer include three categories. First, primary herbivores such as insect, bird, mammals mainly depend on plants. Second, secondary carnivores that are meat eater and primary consumers. Third, omnivores. Omnivores are animals that can eat both plant and animals such as human being. B. Decomposer, they obtain energy and nutrients by degrading organic matters. Function of ecosystem: first, flow of energy at various level. Second, nutrient cycle, flow of nutrient food chain. Third, ecological succession. Question number 8. Explain about food chain and type of food chain. Answer. A food chain is the movement of nutrients and energy from one creature to another. Different trophic level. 1. It shows the feeding pattern between two various species. For example, first, grasshopper eat plants. Second, rat eat grasshopper. Third, the snake eat rat. Fourth, the hawk eats snake. Fifth, when hawk die, decaying fungi will bleak its body in decaying organic matter and nutrients. 6. The nutrient along with water and soil cause plant to grow. Type of food chain: first, grazing food chain. Second, detritus food chain. A grazing food chain: first, it begins with plant, moves via herbivores to carnivores. Second, photosynthesis provides energy to plant. B. Detritus food chain. It consists of organisms that feed on dead decomposing organic matter such as bacteria, fungus, worms, insects, etc. Question number 9. Explain about significance of food chain and major components of food chain. Answer. Food chain is important because first, they shows the complex relationship that exists in ecosystem. Second, it shows survival, how every living organism relies on survival of other organisms. Third, it presents the flow of energy and nutrition in ecosystem at various levels. Major component of food chain is the sun. It is the ultimate sun source of energy. The plant utilize sunlight for photosynthesis. These it is primary component of food chain. The producer first level of food chain is made up of producers. Any plant organisms use sunlight to prepare food through photosynthesis can be considered as producer. See consumer. All species that depends on producers for their food can be considered as consumer. It includes carnivores, herbivores, scavenger. Largest part of food chain. The decomposer are the organisms that obtain their energy from dead and decaying organic matter. They transform organic waste into inorganic material like nutrition-rich soil. Decomposers are the final step in the food chain. A life cycle is completed by decomposer. Question 10. What is food web? Explain difference of food web and importance. Food web. Answer. A food web is a detailed interconnecting diagram that shows the overall food relationship between organisms of a particular ecosystem. The concept of food web, previously known as food cycle, given by Charles Elton in 1927. Type of food web. 3 different type of food web. A. Connectedness food web. B. Energy flow web. C. Functional food web. 1.st Connectedness food web. These food web emphasizes feeding relationship among organisms. It depicts only presence or absence trophic interaction. Second, energy flow web. This food web illustrates energy flow from one component of food chain to another. Third, functional food web. A. It shows feeding relationship between various species in a community. Importance of food web. A. It shows graphical depiction of feeding connection. B. It also explain flow of energy. C. It show how various food chains are related. Question number 11. What is ecological pyramid and discuss about type of ecological pyramid. Answer. A ecological pyramid is a graphical representation of relationship between the different living organisms at different trophic level. It was given by G. Evelyn Hutchinson and Raymond Lindemann. The bottom level of pyramid, i.e., broadcast part, occupied by the producers. The next level of pyramid is occupied by primary consumers and after followed by secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. Type of ecological pyramid. First, pyramid of numbers. Pyramid of number represents the total number of individual population present at each level. This deals with the relationship between the number of primary producer and consumer at different level. Second, pyramid of biomass. This pyramid indicates the total mass of organism in a particular tropical level. Biomass consumed by animal, mostly either converted to living tissue, converted to energy, or remain as undigested product. The pyramid is usually large at bottom, but as it goes up, size get reduced. Approximately 10% to 20% of biomass with these passed from one to another trophic level. Third, pyramid of energy. This pyramid represents the amount of energy at each trophic level and loss of energy at each transfer to another trophic level. A. It indicates the flow of energy from producer to consumers. B. It reflects the laws of thermodynamics, with conversion of solar energy to chemical energy and heat energy at each level, with some heat energy loss at each level. Question number 12. Explain significance and limitation of the ecological pyramid. Answer. Significance of ecological pyramid. First, they show the feeding of different organisms at different ecosystem. Second, it demonstrates the effectiveness of energy transmission. Third, the condition of ecosystem can be monitored. Fourth, further damage of ecosystem can be prevented. Limitation of ecological pyramid. The ecological pyramid comes with own set of limitations. These has been discussed below. A. More than one species may occupy multiple trophic level as in case of the food web. B. The saprophytes, organisms that lives on dead and decaying organic matter, are not considered in the pyramid even though they are important part of various ecosystem. C. The concept of seasonal change or climate change is completely absent. D. These pyramids are applicable only to simple food chain, which usually do not occur naturally. E. They do not consider the possibility of the existence of the same species at different level. Question number 13. Explain balanced ecosystem. Answer. Balanced ecosystem maintain a flow of material and energy. In a balanced ecosystem, an interdependence of factor exists. Any waste material can be used by living plants and other animals. Factors of balanced ecosystem. A. In a balanced ecosystem, the community of living biotic organisms interact with non-living abiotic feature of environment. B. Abiotic factor in an ecosystem include temperature, moisture, landscape, soil, water, etc. C. Biotic factor depends upon abiotic factor to survive. D. Plant require certain temperature, moisture and soil chemistry to thrive. E. Anything effective. Any factor of an ecosystem can throw its valence off and force organism to adapt or die off. Importance of ecological balance. A. Ecological balance ensure the stability of the organisms and environment. B. It creates a conducive environment for organism multiplication and thriving. Human activities that affect ecological balance. A. Deforestation. B. Global warming. C. Habitat destruction. D. Urbanization. Question number 14. Illustrate the effect of various human activities on environment. Answer. Human beings form an integral part of the environment and have the greatest ecological footprint. As the rate of population keeps increasing day by day, we move nearer toward global extinction because of greedy and careless nature. Effect of various human activities such as agriculture. Agriculture is the leading source of population in many countries, such as use of pesticides, fertilizers, and other toxic chemicals. Chemical can poison fresh water, marine ecosystem, soil. B. Housing activities. Use of fumes as cleaning solvent. Use of PVC. Disposal of PVC is a major problem. C. Industry. The major impact of industries on environment are first, global warming. A huge portion of global warming can be considered due to the impact of industries. Toxic material and gases are burned and released into atmosphere such as coal, methane, etc. Global warming leads to rise in sea level, rise of earth temperature, melting of ice caps. Second, air pollution. Industrial factor has played a big part in amount of air pollution. Toxic gases are directly released in air causing lung cancer, heart disease and many other illness and diseases. Third, water pollution. The illegal dumping of contaminated water, gases, chemical, heavy metal damage to marine life and environment. Some polluted water used by farmer for irrigation purpose, which affect the quality food that is produced. Fourth, soil pollution, mainly due to industrial wastes being thrown into landfills. These chemical and toxic material can destroy the fertility of soil. Questions number 15. Discuss the effect of mining and transportation on environment. Answer. Impact of mining on environment. First, air pollution. Air quality is adversely affected by mining operations. Wind erosion and nearby vehicular traffic cause such as materials to because airborne, lead, arsenic, cadmium and other toxic element cause disease respiratory system and allergies. Second, water pollution. Mining also causes water pollution which include metal contamination, increased sediment level in stream and acid mine drainage. Pollutant release from processing plant, underground mines, abandoned surface act as top source of pollutant. It has adverse effect on irrigation, fishes and other water animal. Third, damage to land. The creation of landscapes like open pits and pieces of waste rock due to mining operation can lead to physical distraction. The removal of top layer and deep digging can destabilize the ground. Fourth, loss of biodiversity. The worst effect of mining activities is observed after the mining process has ceased. 1. Mining led to massive habitat loss of diversity of flora and fauna. Toxins releases through mining can wipe out entire population of sensitive species. Impact of transportation on environment. Air pollution. Transport is major source of air pollution not only in developed but in developing countries also. Exhaust fumes are the major source of atmospheric pollution by the major vehicles. The main pollution are outlined below. First, carbon monoxide co-poisons gas result of incomplete combustion. Second, unburnt hydrocarbons caused by evaporation of petrol. Third, other gases such as nitrogen oxide, carbon dust particle etc. B. Noise pollution. Another side effect of transport system is noise pollution. 1. The source of noise pollution vehicles is many and varied such as vehicles on road. 2. Rails of railway track and their horns. 3. The noise pollution problem around airport is well known. Questions number 16. Discuss the effect of human economic activities on environment. Answer. The effect of human economic activities has an adverse result of environment such as a primary activities. First, fishery. Our fishing leads to marine life destruction. It leads to destruction of corals and coral reefs. Second, agriculture. Clearing of forest for agriculture. Cultivation of paddy crop produces methane. Use of chemicals, pesticide pollute soil and water. Third, mining. It is destructive to environment by leaving pit and heap of waste material. It pollutes local water. Fourth, effect of construction manufacturing. The construction activities change the land surface by clearing of vegetations. Large scale of particulate matter PM2.5 PM10 generated during construction activities, which pollute the environment. Tertiary activities such as transportation, which emits harmful and greenhouse gases, and, in the result, it affects the environment. During research and development, various chemical compounds are released which pollute the environment. Heaps of electronic items is a big environmental issue nowadays. Question number 17. Explain about Environment Impact Assessment. Answer. Environment Impact Assessment (EIA) is a tool used to identify the environmental, social and economic impact of a project prior to decision making. This is used to predict the environmental impact of project in the pre-planning stage itself so that decision can be taken to reduce the adverse impact. Evolution and history. EIA. The aim of EIA is conserve the environment and bring out the best combination of economic and environmental costs and benefits. EIA was originated in 1970 at United States where the government enacted National Environment Policy Act.
The EIA was initially practiced by developed nations, but slowly it was also introduced in developing nations including India. In India, EIA first arose in 1976-77 when the Planning Commission asked the Department of Science and Technology to examine the River Valley projects from an environmental angle. Question number 18. What are the advantage and limitation of environment impact assessment? Answer. Advantage: by using EIA both environmental and economic benefits can be achieved such as reduce cost and time of project implementation and design. Great awareness of environmental legislation. Protection of environment. Optimum utilization of resources. ELA links project with development. It helps in predicting environmental impact at an early stage in project planning and design. The goal is to ensure environmentally safe and sustainable development. Avoided treatment cleanup costs and impact of laws and regulation. Limitation of EIA: it is time consuming. sometimes too focused on scientific analysis. Little public participation in actual implementation. EIA processes are in place and applied in many countries, yet biodiversity is often inadequately addressed. Question number 19. What is sustainable development? Discuss the need and importance of sustainable development. Answer. Development which meet the need of present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own need. For sustainable development, factors such as preserving the environment and natural resources along with maintaining social and economic equality need to be followed. Sustainable Development Goal SPGs to bring sustainable development in the mainstream. United Nations UN launched the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. There are 17 goals and 169 targets specific to achieved by 2030. Reaching the goal require action on all front: government, business, civil society. Objective of Sustainable Development. Economic growth, for creating an economy that is sustainable and growing in the right direction. Protecting the environment by minimizing pollution. Focus on creating healthy, strong and vibrant global communities. Importance of sustainable development: using the available resources judiciously. To maintain ecological balance. To prevent overexploitation of resources. To prevent degradation of environment.